Here we go again. Here we go again. Do 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 do. Full screen. Wings are garbage. Here, maybe? Here, maybe? Oh, I died though. Jeez. Ha! Ha! Ouch. Ouchies. Can't afford it. I'm wingless in Seattle. Right. Here we go again. Here we go again. Do 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 do. Saves. Blocks. Weapons. Okay. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come to sleep with you again. Hello.
Hello.
You scared me. I didn't. You were right on top of me there.
Is weird.
Yeah, that was kind of. It was kind of strange, standing in the exact location.
Does that mean we logged off in that position, really?
No, I've been moving around. I've been walking around, but that's
That's
still
even
just
weirder
as.
then.
Yeah, it's still just weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. What books you go get?
I got.
C
Uh,
sharp books?
I did get one of those. I got a graphic novel called The Well. It's pretty lengthy. I got coding activities for developing games in Unity. That's the game. I had that on hold, and I was like, that's the one I want.
What
And
was
when
it?
coding activities for developing games in Unity,
Oh.
but when she grabbed it off the hold shelf, it's like 30 pages. It's like a child's book. I was expecting like a 400 page,
Mm-hmm.
so it's very disappointing. And then I got three fiction novels that are pretty beefy. So, got some reading ahead of me.
Yeah.
I got some rain coming up though too, so good days for reading.
That's true.
I was just about to make an axe and a shovel out of iron.
You made more rockets.
I did.
Are
And
these
then
11 mine or half or
those
yours?
are all yours 'cause my wings are broken, so I can't.
Gotcha.
And I lost all my levels, so I can't repair them. I'm in a real pickle. Oh, and you have to join the voice chat, which you can't hear me anymore.
I did. I hear you.
Oh. Oh, perfect. I heard that firework and I'm like, Andy's gone forever.
No, I already did it. Okay, so I'm over by the creeper farm. You said you did something over here.
I said I prepped for it. I have a book in my hand with logistics.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you...
I didn't touch the creeper farm.
Hmm.
I prepped for the creeper farm.
Got it. Coming back. Wasted 2 rockets.
Yeah. Well,
Oof.
we don't
All
have
right.
any bone, we don't have any arrows. Here's the book.
I actually do need more arrows.
I have some feathers.
I keep forgetting to do that.
We have a shit ton of flint.
We have a
Okay.
shit ton of flint. We just
So we just need more feathers, I guess. But
we had a whole bunch of feathers. Oh, did you take them out?
I just grabbed 8. I wouldn't call that a whole bunch.
Oh.
How many do you have? I got 49
I
arrows
thought there
on
was a
me.
bunch in here. Oh, I guess I mean 18.
Or you can have half, but I'll go slaughter the chickens while you read through that book. The younglings.
So how do I read the book? What do I do? I've
Right
never
click
done
on it.
this. Oh. Okay. Cannot collide with liquid. So, a block below must have a solid opaque top surface.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they land on, you're talking about?
Spawn. That's what they spawn on.
That's what they spawn on?
Yeah.
So,
Those are all spawning rules.
my
My glowberries!
opaque meaning it's not like it can't be stone then.
Stone is opaque. It can't be glass. It can't be air. It can't be water.
Oh. I got it backwards then. Alrighty. What
It
else
can't
here?
be a half slab on the bottom half. It can be a half slab on the top half.
Hostile mob sizes.
So that's how we're gonna separate between spawning in skeletons and spiders and only creepers. We can make a farm that collects everything, or we can just do a creeper farm to increase the rates of creepers specifically.
Right.
Or we could make one toggleable, or something like that.
Right. I almost wouldn't be a bad idea to make it just kind of like an all mob farm at first. That
Okay.
would be super useful. But toggleable,
Well, how much web do you need?
yeah. What do we use web for?
Fishing poles and bow and arrows, and
String.
cobweb,
Yeah.
and
Nothing.
yeah, that's kind of. We use spider eyes in crafting over here, which we only have 8
Which
of.
turns out that they don't drop at that high of a rate, or we've been dumping them quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
One
Or we
of
just
the
don't
two.
kill a lot of spiders. And then skeletons
That's-
drop they drop bows, and they drop arrows, and they drop bones, which we could use the arrows. We don't need the bow, but we could use the arrows.
So-
I just got 39 feathers from killing those chickens.
Oh, nice.
Let me hook us up here.
Why do I have lapis on me?
That's so much
Why
better.
do I always feel like I have lapis on me?
Yeah, I feel like you say that a lot too, actually. Alright, that was a good hunt. And a bunch of chicken breasts to go with it. Cool, that was good. Um. Okay. Well, if we're not going to distinguish between multiple mobs, I mean, it makes it a lot easier. And
So,
we can always adjust it later, or we can try to anyway.
do we want to try to get that part done next before we return back to the,
Villagers.
yeah.
I could go
What are you
either way.
thinking?
I could go both ways. I could. I was gonna talk to you about villager redstone too, to see if you wanted to participate. Like, we could split up and do separate things. We could, because the redstone for the villagers, I don't know if it's gonna take two of us to run redstone, or if you want to try to run the redstone, or if you want to go over that together.
I wouldn't mind learning it.
Why don't we do some basic redstone? Let me grab the redstone stuff. We don't have very much of it. Stack. Some of that. Some of this. Some of that. Why don't we start there? And if it gets too boring or complicated, we'll come back to it or something.
Okay. And we're gonna, when you said let's start there, you mean like let's work on,
The redstone
Trading
for the
hall?
villagers. Yeah.
and then also work on bringing me up to speed with some of that stuff, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Let's see. 3, 6, 12. And what else do we need? Redstone, redstone, redstone. There's a few things I don't know that we're gonna have to investigate for this process, but we will figure it out together. All right, let's go to the hall to do the research. Do we need to bring anything to the hall with us, or are we miss maybe some? No, we're not using wood really. We're using
Stone.
We
We
have
have a lot of
there.
stone down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coal maybe for the furnace.
I don't know. Yeah, I just put some in there. Grab some of that.
All right, I'll grab the small stack in there. What about concrete or any more dye?
I mean, I have actually not much concrete on me, but I think I have some of those dyes downstairs.
I'm gonna bring the last shulker box too. Why am I using a fortune pick to work with? Okay, cool. All right, are you down there already?
Yeah.
Oh, I just went to jump off the edge to expand my wings, and I'm not wearing them. How soon we forget. Alright, time to redstone it up. Okay, there were a couple things I was thinking off the top of my head today that I'm like, these are basic redstone stuff that you should probably know about. That you may or may not already.
Okay, where are you?
I'm right by you, down here.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so redstone dust you're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
This is a block of redstone dust, which acts as a full power block.
Okay.
Redstone can travel 15 blocks before it needs to be repowered.
All right. You can
That's-
see it changes colors now, evidently. Can anything else act as a power block?
Yeah, many other things can act as power blocks, but not full
Okay.
power blocks. So, right, still powered. So that's the 15th block right there, I believe. 15 away.
So that's not powered.
Yeah.
Oh, the next one wouldn't be powered.
This one is not.
Okay.
Okay.
One second, Derek.
Okay.
You leaving? Alrighty. Drive safe. Love you. Alrighty.
Okay.
Go ahead, Derek.
So, when you're powering a signal, sometimes you want to invert the signal. So you want something that's powered to be unpowered, or vice versa, unpowered to be powered. And you can do that with, well, I don't know what it's called. We'll just call it an inverter. That's when you push the power into a block. So this block is technically powered, which means, where's my torch? Which means because it's running directly into it in this direction, if you put a torch on the other side, it's depowered. Normally when you place a torch, that's also a powered
Power
source. Yep. But
So it's negating it to turn
this
it.
is
so it's
negating
not,
it. Yep. So if we get rid of this
because it's not reaching it because of the because
No,
it's
not because of that. Because we're powering this block, it negates it. So if I destroy this, it'll turn on, and now that's a power
okay.
source just like this. But if you put it through a block like this in this configuration, a torch on the opposite side of wire, that
Mhm.
negates the signal. It inverses the signal. So we're sending
Gotcha.
it on, so it's coming out off. We're sending it off, it's coming out on. You know, it's a not. It's a
Okay.
a not condition. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's kind of unusual, but it comes in handy because you're like,
It's
oh, I need
different,
that to be opposite. So yeah, but you know
but
what
it
I
would
mean when I
make
say
it'll
a
make
not.
more sense
When I
in
say a
a
not
practical
condition,
sense.
it's like when you're doing a logical, like a Boolean, and you say not Boolean.
Right. If powered, this is not a power source.
Right. Yeah.
If
If not
not
powered.
powered,
Yeah.
then this is true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Cool. Um, that's the I'd say that's like the basics, the bare basics. The 15 length, the inversion here.
Yeah.
You got your
So
torches. This doesn't get the power block doesn't get used very often. The difference between using a torch and a power block is the powered block can be pushed and moved, where a torch cannot. So like we can power this piston and we can push this to turn this on. You see how that all works in conjunction?
yeah.
So there's some components where you can do those cool things where you merge all these things together to make that function. Now, if I would have used a sticky piston there, it would have made a little bit more sense because it would pull it back.
Sure.
So let me do that real quick. I'll just put a torch over here. Let me take this torch. So I power the sticky piston. It powers this block, which inverts. Is that inverting the signal? That's not inverting the signal. Look at that. We're
It's
learning
not.
something together.
Because it's touching it, it's just a continuation.
In order
So
for the blocks to power through like that, they need to be lined up in a line. So what needs to happen here is we need to place the dirt out one away from that power source. So now it's inverted, and then when I take this away, it'll turn on. So this is crucial. The fact that there's an input here indicating that the power is traveling through it.
okay.
It's what I think Mumbo Jumbo and some of them refer to as quasi connectivity. It's a little strange. And if I had a lantern, a redstone lamp, what are they called? One of those glowstone lamps.
Not a rip.
You know?
Not sure.
When you get glowstone and you do we not know what they're called? Well, I'll give myself one just for this tutorial. I'll cheat one in and then from the command line, and then we can just destroy it when we're done. Give red code hero. If I don't know the name of it though, so I'm actually not gonna be able to do this.
What's it called? The redstone
No, it's gonna be like a lantern, but it's not a lantern.
lamp.
It's not a lamp.
It's a block with it's like it produces light when it's activated by a redstone signal.
Yeah. Oh, it is a lamp.
It's a
I
redstone
didn't
lamp.
think it was. All right, let me see if I know the command to do this. Give red code hero. Craft lamp. Oh, redstone lamp. 1. Okay, I think that worked. Yeah, I got one. Okay. So if we power this guy, it powers the block above it as well. So this line is running into this block, which allows anything touching that block kind of to be powered. So that's why the thing above it can be powered, and that's why the torch over here gets inverted.
Right.
But if
So
we
it's
just
powering
power
something, but it's negating.
Yeah, I just flipped
This.
it, but yeah. But if we don't use a line, if we don't use a redstone dust here, if I put a power source next to the block, that doesn't happen.
Then it's just a continuation and it doesn't power it.
Well, I mean, don't be caught off by that. It's just because this block isn't receiving any signal, really. It's not receiving. It's not pushing the signal through the block.
Okay.
So, in this sense, it's pushing through because it goes to the thing above and the thing next to it. You know, it's pushing through it. But in this thing, it's not pushing through. However, what do you think is going to happen if we put the lamp where that dirt was? Will it power it or no?
Uh, I feel like it would, but then at the same time, I almost think like there needs to be a block there, something to absorb that power, to
So
negate it.
because this is a redstone component, it does accept the signal. So this would be like giving dirt a redstone signal. Okay, great. Now dirt has a redstone signal, but doesn't do anything with a redstone signal. You know, it's just dirt. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit different because the lamp is a redstone component.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
dirt,
visible.
yeah, yeah. So in order to power a redstone component through a non-redstone block, you need to send a signal like this. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Um, anything else? And this is, I think we could add some of these lights in here. These aren't the ones I was talking about, but we could redstone it up.
Oh, this is what you meant for the ceiling and
It
stuff
wasn't.
that you were
It
talking
wasn't.
about?
Let me spawn that in if I can remember the name of that, just to show you that. I think it's called a sea lantern. No, that wasn't
So
it.
I'm assuming a repeater is exactly what it sounds like. It just repeats the signal,
Oh yeah, let's
but
go
you
over
can,
that.
but yet then you can just, because there's timers. I know you can set it to 1, 2, or 3 clicks, right? And that sets, is that setting the length of
Um,
repeating?
nope. Well, I don't think that's the correct terminology, but you may be saying the same thing. Let me pull up this thing though before I forget, and then we'll move on to repeaters. I need to find. You need to find the like the coded name for the item, which is like not easy to do. Okay,
Redstone underscore lamp.
it's
What are you
just
looking for? What's the block called you're looking
I
for?
got it. It's a sea lantern. I was just missing the underscore. This is what I'm talking about. That and the ceilings for the light.
Oh, or those aren't frog light. They're frog lamps or
Those are
whatever, are they?
not. No, these are
They're
found in
kind
the
of
under.
similar.
They are, but these are a little smoother in the middle. The frog
Yeah,
lights,
those
I
are.
don't know. The frog lights are okay. They got a tint to them. I wouldn't be opposed to that either, but those would actually be harder to get.
Can you change the colors of these, or is it always going to have
No,
that? Ooh.
but we can tint the glass. We could put it behind glass to make it like put tinted
Oh
glass in front of it,
yeah.
and you can kind of merge it. But you could do the same with this too. But I just feel like they have a more fluorescent look to
Refined.
them. They just look like a lab. But those you need soak tests to break. It actually didn't give me it back. It gave me these pieces, so I'm gonna go throw them over here so they despawn maybe.
Alrighty.
Okay, so repeaters. I do have one on me, I think. No. Okay, let me craft one real quick. I think it takes some smooth stone, I want to say. Or just regular stone.
Oh my god. 1 second.
Alright.
I'm really frustrated.
Why?
So Keely, she just took my car and went and got a pizza, right?
Yeah, yum.
And well, it's a Green Lantern. We got coupons, so
Yeah.
I was excited. 'Cause I think I've had it like once with you, and that's it. But I remember it being pretty good. I think.
Okay, I don't recall Green Lantern. Go
And
for it.
isn't that what's by your house?
No, it's Cloverleaf.
Oh. Either way,
Yep.
she just texted me and said like, "Hey, they made me do a 15% tip." Like,
What?
I'm thinking like, what? That's
Wow.
bullshit. They can't do that. You're
Right.
picking the pizza up. You're not tipping for a service.
Weird. Yeah,
Why?
I'm definitely. I feel that strongly for pickup places like Taco Bell and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Little Caesars as a tip thing now. Last time I went there,
Oh, I didn't
and
have that when I went
I'm
the other
like,
day. I don't think.
hmm.
Strange.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
it's
they
your
did.
area.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't tip. It's like I came in for the pizza.
Right.
Like, you didn't go out of the way to deliver a pizza to me.
Right.
My conscience is clear. God. Alrighty, go ahead. Repeater action.
Okay. So we talked about the 15 limit, right? 15 dust
Yep.
limit. Okay. So notice the signal here is dead. Yeah.
Yep.
The repeater restores the signal. So if I put a repeater anywhere from this one prior, it'll extend it another 15 from the repeater. It's a little tricky on the placement.
The
but-
corners or the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this extended the signal to be the full beyond 15. So now it's going to be 15 from the repeater.
Okay.
So even if I placed it on the very last step here, it would go 15 from the repeater on, wherever we moved it to.
Sure.
Okay.
So.
Now, here's another thing about repeaters is this, if you right click on it, go ahead and try right clicking. You can right click up to 4 times and then it resets.
Yep.
And so if you put it all the way to the 4th position, the farthest from it, watch what happens when this signal turns on and then this signal turns on. Watch this. Do you notice anything between the signal changes?
No. Visible changes? No.
Oh, hold on. Okay, how about now? Do you see anything different between what's happening here?
It's like a pause.
Exactly.
It's
It's a delay. It's a 4-tick
or
delay.
do it again. I want to see. Could you do it again? Put that back down and do it again. When you
Let's.
say 4-tick, it was
Minecraft, the game works in ticks. So there's multiple ticks every second, or multiple seconds every tick. Yeah, so this is, we just doubled the delay here. So I'm having to craft resources on the fly here. Hold on. Let me get another torch here. Okay, so now it's going to be twice as long of a delay than it was before.
wow.
See
So that's
that?
that's a short delay. Like
It's short. It's configurable. It's nice because you can have it really tiny, or you can put 100 of these and make it really long. It's your choice.
right. So when you do this, do it again now.
Yep. It's going to be almost seamless. Now it really just
Yeah,
acts as
wow.
an extender.
Okay.
Cool?
Really subtle.
Mm-hmm.
So they made you. Sorry, Derek. 1 second.
Okay.
They made you pay for a tip, really?
Okay, so it was like I had the no loyalty, and then it said I need your signature, but then I had tip, or it changed. So like okay,
There wasn't a no tip option or custom
it was
tip.
just 15, 20, 25. And
Oh my god.
I didn't know. What money?
No, it's okay.
Or I must have did it wrong, but like, I mean, I guess I could have just put $1.
I mean, I'm not that against tipping them. I just like
It wasn't even that. It was like $4 and some change.
It's the principle.
right. It's the principle.
It is the principle.
Yes, we all agree.
It's like
Yes.
the Burger King drive-through. It's the same concept.
Right. Or Taco Bell when they ask you every single time if you want to donate $1.
No, I don't want to donate.
You remember that South Park episode, Derek, where Randy's in the store and he's they ask him if he wants to donate to like starving kids, and then he says no. So he's like, okay, just pull this sandwich out of this kid's mouth for your change.
I don't remember that, but I love it.
And he has to like people. He's like got his foot up on the kid statue, trying to get the sandwich out of its mouth.
Like it's extra work to take that back. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's like looking at him.
That's
That's
great.
funny.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so what else?
I'm
Redstone
crafting a hopper
basics.
right now. Okay, now we can get a little more complicated here. Let's look at this chest here, I guess, maybe. So this is a hopper. You're aware of the item. You're kind of aware how they work. You just toss something in and it goes into the chest it's pointing to.
Yeah.
And you can chain them together, so one hopper goes into another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well check this out. If we move the signal into this hopper, try to throw something in there. With Q usually. Or you can drop it in there by reacting with the interface. It's not going in, is it?
No.
This is called hopper locking. If you power a hopper, it stops it from sucking it up. As soon as I destroyed that redstone dust, it went in, and then it fell into this chest over here, top left. And you just threw another one in.
Oh.
So we were locking the hopper by powering it. So let's say like normally we can throw a key in a hole, but maybe I don't want you to be able to, or maybe you have to do it really fast. So we can connect the signal to a timer that's on these repeater delays that says, you know, if you don't do it within 10 seconds, it's going to power it and prevent you from throwing anything in. You know, something like that. So it's a little
Interesting.
component. Yeah, so like they look like they're just a passive ability, but really they have this locking mechanism that makes them kind of unique. And
I feel like I've never seen that before.
exactly, yeah,
Like
they're
where it's
it's
applicable.
complicated. That's because you don't want to. You always want to throw something in it, but when you get into complex stuff, sometimes you don't want to always throw stuff in. Another,
Like I really am curious now they bring up the hopper, how they do how Scar's thing is sorting. Cause I just
oh,
I
we
didn't really
can
think
get to
about
that.
it. But
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that someday.
yeah, that's much more advanced, and that still takes like I need to learn it still, but I can walk you through the basics of how it works. I do understand the basics.
another time. But yeah, so it
and
makes
then
me think of
similar to the hopper, there's also repeater locking. So if I run this repeater from a powered source into another repeater on a perpendicular direction, it puts this bar across it, which causes it to lock. I don't know if I know what this does. I think it looks like it just stops the repeater from working. So if we put this on the other side, like if the power came all the way around, hit this and hit this other locking repeater at the same time, it would essentially let one tiny pulse through, and then it would lock it. This was actually, I had this in effect on that world I showed you with the Hellway prototype. I had a locker in place. But yeah. So look at it. Now it's locked on. Let's see what happens if we destroy the signal. I'm not really sure what will happen. Look at that. It stayed on, dude.
Weird.
So we basically just turned a repeater into a redstone torch.
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried this before. I've never seen that happen. So that's kind of weird. But these are tools. Like, you know, this is like
It's almost like it's like not accepting it from one direction if it's in a certain position relative to it.
well, it just doesn't.
I
It
don't know
just
if that's
it's not getting power from this thing over here. It's just powered from previously being powered and then locked in place.
Oh,
Similarly, if we got rid of this and it lost its power and then we locked it and then we gave it power, it's locked, so it's locked off when it should be extending the signal if this wasn't here.
oh,
So it's locking it in its condition, you know.
sure.
And like I was saying, like none of these things, like these are tools. This is like this is a for each statement. This is a do while. This is a, you know, if else. Like these are tools that we can use to build bigger, better things, you know. So everything I'm saying here, just yeah, take it out of context. Like consider it can be used in any manner, way, shape, or form. Okay. There's another thing called a comparator, which I haven't played around with much of. I don't know if I can make one or not. I don't know if I have the tools. Let's see. I need quartz, so I can't actually make you one, but it's kind of like a repeater. It's that comes into play with the sorting systems that we can get into later, but we shouldn't need it for this operation. Now, something I haven't played with at all. Let's clean this up a little bit. And we can get rid of this light. I don't think we'll need it anymore for now. I'm gonna go toss it over here in the corner. 'Cause it's a cheat light. We don't want cheat lights. We haven't even been to the Nether, have we? Oh yeah, we have. I'm stupid. Sorry. We had that whole thing, the mining
yeah.
operation.
It went
Alright.
really bad.
So now what we have to talk about here is rails. So let me lay down a couple of rails because we have to discuss how this is going to work. So we have powered rails, which I don't have any on me, but I have the tools to make one. Why don't you try to make a powered rail for us? Here's some ingredients, and you still need sticks. So here's some wood.
I don't have sticks.
Okay, here's some wood. So you make a powered rail for us, at least one. We're probably going to need like 12. And I'm going to make a minecart.
Okay.
Alright, why don't you put one on each end of this trail? Cool. So, if you put, let's see, if we bring a minecart to the end here, and it stops on this red track. Now you're familiar with powered rails. You're familiar with how they work, at least minimally, if not more.
A little bit, right?
If we power that rail, what's going to happen to the cart?
I mean, it's gonna move one way. I actually don't know which way.
All right, show me what happens.
Nothing.
Yeah, and why? And so let's go try it over here and see what happens. Why don't you push this button up on the wall? Tell me or tell me what you think is going to happen. Either that. So it did work, right? Weird. What's the difference, right?
What is the difference?
Oopsies. In one of these, there's no block as a stopper. You need the stopper in order to power it to push it off the wall. So without a block there, it won't move when it's powered. So now when you do it with the dirt there, it will.
Right.
That's the difference. So that's one thing about powered rails is you have to power them from like a stopper kind of.
Ooh, and it won't go as far.
That's just technicalities. They also travel farther if they're weighted. So if you put something in it, I think it travels farther. So, and if you put it all the way to the end, it might travel farther because it gets more time on the red powered rail.
Gotcha.
I think that's what we're seeing here. Now, when the powered rail isn't active, as we saw here, it actually acts as a brake, right? So when they're powered, they push. When they're not powered, they're brakes. Got it? Okay, now we have something really peculiar here, which I have very little experience with, so we're going to do some testing together. This is an activator rail. Let's see what happens. No brake, no anything.
Nothing.
Alright, let's power it and see what happens. Oh,
Whoa.
a little hit. Okay, let me get in it. I've seen this before, I think. Let me go over it while I'm inside of it. It kicks me out. I didn't push anything.
Oh.
So, this is how we're going to kick the villager out of the cart when we want to, if we want to, at the end of the road. We can use an activator rail to do that.
We just have to change the activator rail placement every time,
No, think of it like
or just deactivate it so it's not gonna do it.
we would actually leave it. We could do either or, but we would probably leave it activated. If you come up here real quick to the upstairs, we would probably place the activator rail like right here or one past it, so that as they enter the room, it kicks them off the cart. Just an option.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was thinking out here in the hallway. I was thinking of it wrong.
Yeah, unless we change the hallway look, then probably not. But we might not use them at all. The reason I don't know very much about them is because I don't use them. Because a lot of stuff you can just do manually. But okay, so that's an activator rail, and then we have what else was I gonna? Let's see. We can waterlog rails now. We never used to be able to, but we can now. So this should run. Oh. Well, this should run through here without any problem. Let's see. This is a new, quite a new feature actually. So it slowed it down, but it can still run through it. Minecarts used to not be able to go underwater, so that's kind of new.
Okay.
And then we looked
The
at
rails aren't a new block. You said waterlogged rails, meaning you can just pass through water. I thought you meant it became a new block, like it did
No.
some function to the.
yeah.
rail
Well, I
itself.
mean, consider this: like you used to not be able to put a minecart underwater. Like you couldn't, like if your world was underwater, you couldn't do a minecart ride into it. Like, or not your world, but your base. You couldn't have like a secret underground railroad cart into the base.
Mhm.
But now you can. That's like not even. I don't even know if that's a year old. That's maybe not even 2 years old at least, or for sure. We saw here the switching of the carts, and this is just a redstone switch, so we could change this to be anything that we saw with the redstone earlier. We can substitute for the switch. It doesn't have to be this manual thing. So maybe with all that knowledge in mind, let's try to start working our way through this process from the start. And when we hit roadblocks, we'll try to talk them through. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Let me get a piece of pizza real quick,
Oh yeah, sounds good.
and then I'll be right back, and we can start that. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Uh,
I wanted to go over one other technicality.
sure.
I'm kind of surprised I recall a lot of this stuff because I do so little redstone myself, but I always wanted to get into it. Okay. You have before you, if you just want to tilt your camera while you eat your pizza, stone and wood pressure plate and buttons, and a redstone. The connection between them is arbitrary. I'm just showing that the separation between wood and stone. So something unique to wood is it's a little more easier to press and activate than stone or any other pressure plates, because there's also iron and gold pressure plates, I think, and buttons and copper and all that crap. So if I shoot an arrow at this wooden button, it goes off. If I shoot an arrow at the stone button, nothing happens. Okay, so the wood one can be activated with a bow and arrow, or a snowball, or I don't know, maybe an ender pearl. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing, technical mumbo jumbo. Another thing that's unique between these two items is the stone is not powered by blocks, and the wood one is powered by blocks in terms of entities. So you see them hovering. One is enough weight to push it down on the wood, and the stone is not enough weight to push it down. So that's just a small difference between wood and every other pressure plate and button. All right. Did I lose you?
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
I just turned my
Oh.
down a little bit. So
Yeah, it's cutting out a lot with that change, whatever you did. But I don't mind,
I did
mind
it.
you chewing. That's fine.
Is that a little better?
I do hear you now, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so was that clear enough?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. One thing I don't know the difference of, because this is also a rather new change, is this redstone, when redstone is by itself on a block, as this one is and this one is, if you right click on this with an empty hand, they change shape. And there's a difference between these two things, and it's a new thing. It's not old. It's a newer thing, and I don't know what this difference is. So, bear that in mind going forward.
Interesting.
There's a lot of other stuff to talk about, like dispensers and comparators and
What are the powered?
pistons.
Not the powered rails. What are those? Activators? Is that what you called them?
Yeah, they're activator rails. Yeah, this is one of them. It looks just like a powered rail. Like they're really hard to differentiate.
Right, just not the gold.
Yeah, basically.
It's probably probably not much of a difference in making them too.
Actually, I'm not sure how to make them. I must have made these. I don't know how. Or I think I picked them up in one of the caves. So I don't know if I've ever made one actually. Okay, I think we're ready to get started now. But the initial process is going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to go... Actually, it's not going to be simple because we have to automate the system. If you want to either hop around there or look up on this glass, we have to make it so that when a little kiddo falls into that crevice, it knows to launch the minecart and pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we do that, right? That's a big question. I was thinking about this today. I was thinking we could do a tripwire, which is another redstone component you don't see very often, and we didn't go over today. Did we get these in
But
place?
something's
Yeah.
got to be moving for the tripwire. Unless you went across here, you're saying.
Yeah, I was thinking
Unless
that.
we extended this wall out one and put a tripwire underneath it, just on this one single block here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna get if he's gonna take damage from that or not. I don't think he will because he's so short. Another option might be to have. What would be another option? If. They need like a. Another option would be a skulk sensor, from the deep dark that detects movement.
Hmm.
So we'd put it like as far behind this clay or this.
So that it barely reaches this
Yeah.
one line.
Mm-hmm. That's another option, and there's other detectors. I'm trying to think what they are.
Oh god, so skulk sensors opened up a lot of territory.
Oh my God, they made redstone wireless, dude. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
phenomenal. It's pretty game changing actually. And that has that would take a whole redstone lesson in itself, but I'd be happy to go over a lot of that stuff and experiment. I don't have a lot of experience with it myself, but I'd be happy to show you what I do know. So we would leave a minecart standing on that where you're sitting, and we just need those to power as soon as that baby touches this ground. How do we... Or maybe we put it right here, left to right, and as soon as he tries to jump out of here, it would pick him up. Oh, you know what? I'm noticing this has to go down one, otherwise he can jump back out. You know what I mean?
He can't jump
He would be
one
able
block.
to jump. He would be able to jump back up on the block he just
Right
fell
back
down.
up here.
Yeah. Is he only one high? Will he fit under there? I think he is. Yeah, I think he will. So we gotta bring this down one, which might give us a little more headroom to do more redstone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how do we do this? Now we
I
almost...
think you had 3 powered walls here.
Yeah. Boy, what else is there that I'm forgetting that we can use?
But then he'd be able to jump up here, though.
Yeah, well, the plan is, like, as soon as he falls, we pick him up somehow. Ideally.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Man, I tell you what, this pizza is really good.
yeah? What's the company again?
What's the company?
The name
Green
of-
Lantern.
I have heard of it, but I've never had it. What made you go off-brand today?
I got a coupon in the mail.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I had one down the street. It's called Little Italy. It looks pretty shabby on 12 Mile, but the photos look
Shabby
amazing.
isn't bad, or
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
the
run
the storefront looks like it's older than us, but the pizza looks phenomenal. Not a chain, I
second,
don't
Dick.
think. Okay,
Yeah,
I just thought
One
of it.
second.
Oh.
What? Really? Oh, this is your new favorite pizza place now. Wow. Okay. Villager children height.
You know what we could do?
Villager
Oh, he should be small.
baby. Secondary information. Their height. Height of a villager baby is 1.95 blocks.
1.95?
That's what it says.
Okay, so that's not gonna work. So we need to swap this
Well-
out for like half slabs.
It's the same as an adult. No, that's not right.
Yeah, that's not right at all.
Why is it not switching when I filter the baby?
I have it here. It's 0.975, so it's under 1.
I don't know why the wiki's being dumb.
I don't know either. So we could do something like this, and then once they step over to that side, you know, boom. And you could put those all along that far wall,
Mm-hmm.
and it should pick him up when he's right next to it. It should do it. And we can actually go on both sides even, or just the other side, whatever. We pick one side or the other, it doesn't matter, or both. Yeah, that's an option. And we would just run all those pressure plates back to these rails, or just add more rails if we're not being cheap about it. Then ideally we would prevent him from jumping up here manually, like you were saying. So to do that, we need something to block his little head, but also let him through. So we can actually, I think, use a glass block to do that. We probably have some in the chest.
Why would you use a glass block? I missed that.
It's transparent, so I don't think they take damage. Here, come upstairs with me real quick. Let's hope it's daytime. Nope. Okay, so this guy right here.
Yep.
Do we have any dirt to spare? Oh, ouch. Oh, let's speak of the devil. Look, we got a little test subject right here. I For some reason, I just had a flashback to Austin Powers and Mini-Me fighting. Alright, so we're going to do a little test
Fuck
here.
me.
You
I
okay?
mean, I thought I smelled cabbage. Look at these zombies coming, dude. Just a heads up.
Okay, that's because I killed the baby, probably. Alright. So this guy, this little bastard. So,
Yep.
oh, here comes another baby. Perfect. He'll maybe die from the fire. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to prove this without dying. I'm gonna kill that baby off. All right. So if we put dirt, well, we're not even gonna put dirt. If we put glass here, my theory is that he won't take damage if we push him into that glass. So I'm gonna go on this other side and try to push him in. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Okay, I can't push him at all. I'm gonna try to row into the glass.
Let me put a rail next to him.
No, this should be fine. Is he taking damage?
Doesn't look like it, no.
Is that close enough to be proof?
Think so.
Okay. So if we put glass, transparent blocks, they shouldn't take damage. It's basically like an air block. So let's go back down with that in mind and use glass. Gotcha. And use glass to prevent the baby from jumping out of the area. But the minecart can hopefully still go through. We'll have to do some testing with this. This is a tight space, you know? We should have built after. So he's one tall though, so I don't know if this is gonna be possible. We might need like a something else transparent that's not glass. You catch what I'm trying to do though, right?
You're trying to a way to stop him,
Yeah,
but a way that he can also be pushed through it and not take damage.
yeah. Another thing is if we that's gonna suck, but if we pick him up fast enough, so what if we put water on these carts so he gets pushed to the left and the right, falls on the trap door, or falls on the pressure plate?
But what's going to force him onto the track?
The minecart will pick him up when he's next to the track.
Oh, well then you're going to, as long as you probably have, I would assume, well, you probably only need 1 or 2 more powered rails, I would assume, to get him up this hump.
Yeah, we really only need to power what?
But we have room to, we could change the profile of this, like you said, a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we could,
Oh my god, my inventory's completely full already. Well, I think this might be pretty good. So, if I put water over here on this rail, oh, it doesn't
1
move
second.
at all. On this rail, okay. Oh no, I'm gonna drown you.
You are? Why?
Well, not purposely. Okay, so if we put pressure plates on each of these sides, then no matter where he goes when he's off the rail, he'll be activating the rail, which will have a minecart where you are, which will push it over here to me, right? And then if he
Yes.
tries to climb up the stairs, this water will be here. The only problem is he'll try to swim like you're doing right now, and then he'll get back up. So that won't work
So
either.
should the water source box?
I wanted to put it here,
not-
but I didn't think. Oh, that might work.
Oh yeah,
And then
that's actually not bad.
okay.
Well, should this pressure plate not be?
I don't know. Can they be waterlogged? Try to put it over under the water.
Where did it go? Here it is. Should
So
it not be right there?
it can't be. Well, it can be anywhere along this track, and it would do the whole thing. Watch. I'll throw something on it. Watch. I'll throw something on it. So these act as
Nice.
redstone, so they're actually all connected, like one circuit. So even though you power one, but we don't want him to.
How much speed is he gonna lose through that water though?
I don't know, but also look, this water's not flowing down, so it's really not stopping him from swimming out of here. It's not doing what we want it to do. He can still get through. That's why I put it up a block, because it does prevent you, but then you can swim out of it. So that's an issue. Okay, how about this?
Why don't we lower one more? No.
Because then it gets stuck on the stupid block because waterlogging doesn't work right. Damn it. What other options do we have here? That wouldn't. Well,
We should have
No.
what? Oh.
That crust.
I feel like we're missing something. Okay, here's an option. If we go down one more even, and then put the tripwires across the track, or even across this last one. All we need is a tripwire on this last space. Tripwire right here, and then run it through to the redstone. Would shoot the cart off. So as soon as he tries to leave,
So,
bing,
and then the car would
tripwire.
catch up to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Problem is it's got to happen quick because he's only got 2 blocks to go past.
Well, what's... Yeah, I think it will be quick, though. I have a cart. Let's try it out.
You have a cart and a tripwire?
We don't need the tripwire, though. I'll just... You
Oh.
want to be the test dummy, or should I?
I'll be the test dummy, so I can
Okay.
take a bite of pizza.
Yeah. Let me get over here, and I'll turn it on. So you're gonna see how fast it is, I guess, to get into the other room. That's pretty quick. I don't think we're gonna have an issue.
I was so quick, I looked away for a second to take a bite, and I was somewhere else.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. I think that should be fine. If we're really worried about it, we could move the tripwire one step closer, so it's even before he jumps up. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if tripwire goes across rail or not. I don't know if that's an option.
Do it again, do it again.
Okay. Whee!
Oh, that is pretty quick, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good news. We gotta make a tripwire. I'm not really sure how to make a tripwire. We need string, the thing I said we don't need many more of. And there isn't any string here. I feel like I made some tripwire. Iron and wood. So I have everything else. We just need the string, I guess. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, so we have it all, don't we?
Well, not on me. Oh, did I put that away? Yeah, I don't have any string on me. Do you have any string on you?
No.
Yeah. So we have everything but that. We could probably go outside and kill a spider real quick, maybe. Maybe there's one out there.
Yeah, I'll go look real quick.
I just put away the thing I need. Dang.
And it's daytime. What, you said you're not sure if we have any in the chests, or?
We should have a lot because we're not using it very much, so there's
That's what I
probably
thought
tons.
too.
Yeah.
How much string? Just a couple?
We only need one right now, but we'll probably need more later. I'm sure we'll have the same issue later. Actually even more, because then we can hide the tripwire a little better, possibly.
Yeah, I got 16 of them. What other parts do I need to make tripwire?
I made the
and-
tripwire already.
Oh,
We had all that stuff. Alright, put it right. I don't know if it'll work. Try to put it on this track right here. Not on this lower one first. The red one. Went above it. Dang it. Alright, that's not going to work. So let's do the one right where you're standing. It should be... I
it went
gotta move
above it?
It went to the block above it, where my head is.
Really?
Yeah. Even though the mine rail is so low, you can't put string on top of it on the same block because that would be 2 blocks in one spot. There you go. Did that do it? Oh, you need another one. Oh, wait, that's a lever. I'm an idiot. I was like, oh, I didn't know I made 4. Let's try that again. But we will need an extra one back here.
How did it work then? How did you see it?
See what?
The line appeared if that was a lever.
You can place string. You can place string anywhere.
Oh.
And then one more to your right, inside there. There you go. Now that's working. Okay. So then we just gotta wire it up. Does this work? Try again. No. I'm out of redstone. Hold on, I got a block here. Does that work? No. Alright, let's go one lower. How about that?
Yes.
Alright, so as soon as he jumps up, the cart will try to grab him. Cool. I think this section is done, redstone wise. Cosmetically, it could use some work. Nice job.
Shh, I didn't do anything.
Do you have
Put in
any,
pizza.
there you go.
Oh shit, that's not the right colors.
Oh, okay.
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 Cool.
Next up, yeah, really
we gotta
cool.
place a cart here.
Yeah.
Are we gonna put like a drop or what do you call those things?
I
So
think we're
there's
gonna have to make
always-
a big loop. As soon as you come up, it's gonna move on you, but it should push back into place.
Oh, so like eventually it'll come back around, you mean?
Actually, test it. It might not stay on long enough. We might need a repeater. No. Oh well. All right. No. Yeah, you should. Well, no, you should stay out actually because we want to test it with empty. I want to see if it'll get to the end of that red line and still be powered. Like if it'll make up this hill. But yeah, you're kind of in the way. Why don't you dig a little hole there into your concrete and see if you can stand over here and I can test it up here maybe? I don't know. How are we going to do this? Here, let me go up here and then you... It's going to hit
Trigger
you.
it?
I don't know. Try to trigger it and move out of the way. I don't know. Yeah, we're having a hard time testing. Let's just do a redstone torch, I guess, and test it. Wait, I can't do that. Dang it. Alright, hold on. Alright, stay out of the way here. Let me put it all the way to the end. Here we go. What? You can't... Okay, you can't trigger a trigger on the trigger square. It has to be on the
On the
string, on the string square. Just FYI. Okay,
what? Okay,
that
so
works.
that was fine.
Perfect. Alright. Let's just keep the cart for now because we're going to probably have to run this over and over. So, yeah, we'll just leave this exposed. We'll have more work to do. Okay, so it comes here. Now what? Now we have to assign role. We have to wait for it to grow up. That's going to take a while. That's annoying. That's an annoying part of the process. Should we queue them up here? You know?
As in, they're gonna stay in the track till they're old enough.
So we could load 8 babies in here. Yeah, and then when they load up and then they grow up, we just no, because then if we get the one we want, he's over here. How do we push all the other ones out of the way?
Profile needs to be bigger. No.
What if we put a waiting area? What if we send babies opposite of us, and then like after so long we poop them out into here, or when we push a button they just come out. You know what I mean? Like what if this here opens up to
Another room.
Yeah, another room of just babies, like this. You know,
So they're feeding into here into a track, and
where they just sit and wait, and then when we push a button, one of them gets launched out here, and by that time we're assuming they'll be grown up, and they'll get launched out here and fall into this where you're standing, kind of how we had it originally. How does that sound?
try to do one at a time.
The only thing is that's kind of annoying is like everything else about our process is observable. This is going to be like a hidden secret about it. But as long as we're okay with that, we just added some more redstone complexity. But so now we have to send them in. Oh, is that going to work 3 different ways?
No.
How is this going to work? Boy, maybe we can't because of because of the carts. So first we send them this. Oh, maybe we just need a track down here to make it work. So first we send them. How do I power this now?
Oh boy.
None of those are powering it? Huh. Okay. So maybe we can't do it that way specifically.
Well, I don't think we're far off. We're doing something.
So we could
Weird
do
here.
this. Okay. So yeah. So they come up here, bring them into this chamber, they grow up. We push a button. Maybe they should be different.
Let's pause for a second.
Okay.
Can we pause?
Okay.
Why? Instead of shooting them up here, how about this room down here just becomes the baby holding area? And then they can go up then. Yes, very good. A nursery of sorts.
The baby factory.
Yes, the baby factory.
What do you mean? How do they stay down there? You're gonna have to elaborate on what you're talking about.
Well, instead of shooting them up these stairs, shoot them out this way. Because we're having problems with this directional thing here. So I'm trying to think of ways to
Well-
simplify this into 3 ways. As
This-
in...
This was gonna be kind of my solution. Maybe
Oh.
just moving it over one. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. And then possibly moving the zombie thing, like the railing there. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. What we could do,
Well-
which would also, it's kind of along the same lines, is what if instead of pushing them out this way, like you were just saying, what if we push them out the opposite way? So this is a dead end, like a too high block they can't jump out of. It pushes them this way and around, and either up into that room. So yeah, I guess that's kind of what you're saying, though, right?
That's what I... Instead of me saying go this way with it, you're saying go that way and then loop around. I was kind of saying the
Okay.
same thing, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that would save it. Yeah, I think I do like that idea.
And the only real reason is just to simplify this this
This whole process, this juncture.
juncture.
What do you call it when you're at a freeway and you got like a 3, like you're all getting on?
Intersection. There we go. Intersection.
Okay. All right. So they sit here. So we send them up here and they sit. We can put this on a clock so they sit for X amount of time. That could be pretty good. And then after that time, they go into a holding area where they're ready to be pushed on the button. I think I see that in my head.
Okay.
And then when we push that button, then they'll come to this room and we assign the role. Okay. Now this room might have to change eventually. I'm really not sure if putting a pedestal on the other side of this window is going to work or not. I think
Well,
if worst comes to worst, we'll just like bump them into this wall instead, and we'll have a door here and we'll just walk in and do the quote unquote testing.
right.
Okay, cool. All right, let's do the baby making then. Yeah, your theory, your suggestion is great. So let's connect these 2 rooms. I'm just gonna gouge out this collective area here. Let's see. We do want to, so we want to make that a too high, so we can get rid of the silly string. Yep. Perfect.
Oh, I forgot the little scroll bar trick. Nice. Okay. So
Why
we're
don't you
gonna fall
dig to the
down
end?
here.
Why don't you dig to the end of the hall and do a little roundabout so we know how far to go here.
Down about here?
Yeah, is that where? Well, that's not where we want to come in though, because I can see the window from here. We want to go one deeper to hide them, or one or two deeper. You know, behind the scenes.
Sure.
Oh my god, my inventory is atrocious. I think I'm gonna go put some stuff away real quick.
Yeah. I kind of feel that pain.
I'm gonna open up this little wall right here where we're doing the testing training with them so that we can get in and out faster.
That was a good idea. I like it.
Okay. Just gonna put all this stuff away right now. And the shulker box actually. I'll drop a lot of my stuff in here. Actually, that'd make a good shared inventory for redstone. I've been carrying that armor around with me, waiting for mine to break so I can put that diamond stuff back on. Okay, cool. Anything else in here redstone related? Pistons. I almost called the hopper a funnel. It really is a funnel, I guess, actually. Okay. Take that with
Basically.
us. Alright, this is better. So now, baby drops down here. Then we can still do the tripwire trick. No, we can't. Dang it. Okay, we gotta find a new trick. That's another issue too. Okay, yeah. How much string you're holding?
I put it back.
Put it back
One
where?
second, did I put it in the register chest?
Oh, I got it here. Do you have the tripwires on you? I can't find them.
1 second. Not at my computer. Okay. I have levers. No, I don't.
Alright. Can you make
Nice.
more gold rails? More gold rails?
More powered rails?
Yeah.
How many you need? I got 4.
Oh, that's enough. Okay. I gotta find these tripwires though, because I gotta re-implement them. I don't know where they went.
Are they still there? Just covered them up?
I didn't think so. I thought I destroyed them. I just think I'm not, like, I think I'm glossing over them or something in my inventory. I don't know. I'll do a sort.
Oh, tripwire hook.
Got
Damn,
one?
I did that. Yeah, I have 2 tripwire
Oh,
hooks.
okay, cool. So I was thinking on each side of this, so right... Did I pull my cobblestone away? Yeah, so right here on that block. And then one on the opposite wall.
Where'd it go?
I didn't...
Oh, shit.
Oh. There you go. So now when they fall, the cart will activate.
And it will push them this way.
But that's not... Hold on, this still isn't good. There's a couple things wrong. If they fall over here, and the cart powers immediately, it'll go on without them, possibly. I don't know. We'd have to test that. It might be a non-issue. Number two is they can land where this trip hook is. They can land on this block where this tripwire hook is. So I think we need to go one deeper maybe to prevent that from happening. But now we're... Oh, that should be fine to go one deeper. Okay. Yeah. But then we'll put a block... No, we'll put a block... Do we want... Wait, maybe we do want that. If we put a cobblestone, they could jump up there. So yeah, I guess put the rail there. Okay. So baby activates the rail. It's not activating it yet, but we'll hook that up in a second. Okay, rail's hooked up.
So this is going to be a circle, right? Is this going to be a track, or is this just like, how's the holding going to look like? Like, what's that?
How's the holding gonna look?
I
Okay.
got to grow up right here, right?
Yeah. So step one is pausing, making sure they pause long enough to grow up. So basically, we bring them around the wall. Let's just put it, I guess, on this wall. And then we need a pause, but we need multiple stations to pause them, right? Because there could be like more than one at a time. Like if we want to queue up 5.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we do that? We need 5 pause stations, but then when the first one is done, it needs to go through the other 4 somehow. So we're gonna need a lot more area. Or so there's 2 ways to do it: parallel or circuit. In circuit, it'd be like here's a station, here's a station, here's a station. Would be like, let's just talk about 3 for now. And then if we have to like load them in from like no one's here, so keep going. No one's here, so keep going. So load that to this one, and then when this one's done, or when this one's sitting here, make sure that it pauses at this one next time it comes in. So this one's good, pause here, and then when the third one comes in, it knows that those 2 are taken, so then pause here. That'd be in a series, a circuit. To run them in parallel, if I had more carts, I'd maybe do a little picture. This would be station 1, and then we could, when they're sitting here on this location, which I think we can do maybe, then activate this other rail. Awkward. Let me, just for imaging, go under your feet here. So when this one's full, skip this step, move on to the next one, and come here. When this one's full, skip to the next step, go on to the other one. And then as soon as they're grown
so
up,
it's like
yeah, this would be more...
a staging area. So like a...
Well, it's like there's 2 ways to stage them, though. This is one way, and then the other way was...
This is the one you're saying that's kind of parallel, because you...
yeah, that's parallel, and then this one over here would be in a series.
Yeah.
So I think the series...
Yeah, so this one would have... It would just extend this way more and more.
Yeah, yeah. And this one would...
And you'd have, like, say, 5 bays.
Yeah. I think they might be equally difficult to implement. I'm not sure which one would be more difficult. I'm not by any means a redstoner. I'm not a Tango guy, so we're gonna struggle through this. But essentially, let me look up a recipe. I'm not sure if there's a way to detect if they're on a spot or not. I think there's detector rails in addition to activator rails, but holy shit, there is. Okay, we're about to learn about a new rail here. Let's see how this works. Oh shit. Hello? Oh. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah.
Everything good?
Yeah, it just you kind of like froze, and then
Oh.
I was stuck on chatting, even though I wasn't saying anything.
All right. So I was saying that there's I think there's a rail that we haven't actually explored called a detector rail. I don't have a lot of experience with
Ooh.
it, but I'm crafting up 3 right now to test with. So I think that'll tell us who's sitting where, like in what positions, and then we can work the logic out from there.
Okay.
Are you enjoying this side of Minecraft?
Yeah, it's very different,
Cool.
but it's got to be done. So
I enjoy it. It's just tedious, but okay. So putting the correct rails in place, these are detector rails, and I have no idea how they work. So if we put a redstone thing here, I think they're going to emit a signal. Do you have a card on you?
cart.
So that just made that signal. So now we can know when someone's sitting somewhere, basically. So if I move off of this, it should turn off.
Yep.
Okay, so. Oh, that's gone forever. Okay, so you kind of see where my head's going with this?
Yeah, but I'm trying to. If you come around here, if this is activated, go here. How is
Mhm.
the cart at this point going to read
We have to
this?
connect this redstone here to this junction.
So we need more space.
Yeah. You and I were thinking the same thing. um,
Sure.
that may not actually. Well, yeah, that's. You know what? We might not need more space. What we need is more flexibility. That should probably go there. Oh, whoops. That should probably go there, but this needs to be here. Okay, so I think if we do something like this and we step. No, you can't step up because there's going to be another rail right there. We got to step down instead of up. Here, let's check this out.
For what? For gravity reasons?
Oh, this is one. We didn't really explore the 3 dimension of redstone. So, see, watch this. When I put this redstone underneath there, did you see where I put it down there?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me grab the card again. That should be powered when I get this card on the detector. Because kind of like going through a block sideways, it also works up and down.
Gotcha. So we're gonna power it from underneath.
Yeah. So as soon as I hook this up to this junction, that junction is about to change. I think. You see how that worked?
Do you want me to build a path so we can get down there easier?
Let's see.
Or you're
Hold
not
on.
worried about that right now?
That's not working now.
What's not working?
Right, right.
Oh, it's not switching.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not flipping the thing.
It flipped it
So
once.
I agree. I agree. I think what needs to be done here is an inverter just beneath that. Yeah, let's get down to the dirty here. This is the annoying thing about inverters is you have to kind of have like that block free. So if do you recall how inverters work? Why don't you grab a redstone torch and try to invert the signal?
Do you have one on you or no?
I
oh,
do
you write it
not.
down
Sorry. Yeah. I'm trying to put them in there so that we can collectively access this stuff together.
here.
Perfect. So that's going to invert the signal from the block above it. Oops, that's supposed to be
Yeah, but when
a
this turns
blocker.
on, this is gonna power this block, which means that one's not gonna be powered.
Walk me through that again.
So if you have a cart
Mm-hmm.
on this what do you call this again?
Detector rail.
On a detector rail?
Yep.
It's gonna power the redstone underneath it, which
Yep.
is gonna turn this block into a powered block.
Yeah.
But would that not turn this torch off
It
where
will.
we need the power?
It'll turn it
But if-
off. What we want to do is invert that signal. So by flipping it on and off, it's going to modify the cart above it, the track above it. We're hoping.
Okay.
So the thing about this is we need a rail there to flip it to. So I need to put a block where your head is, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. I wanted to show you, but unless you can dig another
Oh,
way
you're
to
gonna
it.
invert it to this one.
That was my plan, yeah.
Will it be able to...
Perfect.
Ooh!
We just did it.
Wait,
Now
no.
is it going so
No,
look
wait,
at
one second.
Okay,
If
yep.
it's... If you have... Right now
One-
the signal's off.
Go ahead and get down.
So it's coming.
down
So
in
it's
there,
coming
yeah.
here, and it's going to hit. Where's my fucking? Are we really working this with one cart?
Yeah. I can go make a new
Damn.
one. I'll make one right
Just
now.
put this.
Here.
Okay. I just want to play with it a little bit to understand this
Yeah, I'm
more.
trying to drop it. I'm pushing the wrong buttons.
So that goes there. That's not what we want, though.
Yeah, it is.
If the first mob
Mhm.
is going to come and
Yeah.
get stuck there, and it's going
That's
to turn
good.
that powered rail on,
That's good. Now the second one comes in. Watch what happens
and he's stuck right here.
No, this is how rails work.
Wait, what just happened?
Yeah, that's exactly how it happens. When a rail is elbowed, how it is here, this is the same as going straight. That's how they work.
They can do that?
Yeah, that's the only way they work. That there is no T junction. That's how you go straight at a junction like that.
So
That's
so
valid.
then
So now the next one's going to come through, and we're going to repeat what we did here again.
so this would have to be a powered rail probably.
Yeah, at some point we'll have to power it, but it probably doesn't need it right. Well, better safe than sorry. We'd probably power it right here, actually. Maybe. I don't know. But we can work that out after we get the detectors in place. But the question is, do we put it 2 over or 3 over? Another option we have is to just, well, I think we can look at it's directly underneath it. We can squeeze these right next to each other. I mean, one
A little
apart.
closer, right?
Yeah, I think
Well,
should be right there. Should be okay. I think. I don't have the stuff.
I don't have a detector rail. I don't know where that just went. Just picked it up.
This is gonna be a little easier than we thought, I think.
Well, now we gotta, before we get too far, we need to think about what happens, how we switch it. How do we
I
move
agree.
them?
Wait, I think
So
I
I-
agree. What were you saying? Switch it when?
So this mob is sitting here,
Yeah.
and
Now what, right?
now what? We got
Yeah.
yeah. Our first. Maybe we should shell out the rest of this plan, so we have it in place, and we
Well, why don't
have
we-
to make that work.
Why don't we do it with 2? Because we don't want to do something where we're like, okay, that works for 1. Like, let's do the rest. Let's make sure it works
Yeah.
with 2 and then carry on. Okay, so I think both of these are working. Let's put a rail here just to confirm. I missed the redstone. Hold on. Okay, now that should be working. Cool. It has to sit on the rail, so the fact when I put this here, it messed it up. So we need a powered rail, or we need a block or a powered rail to stop it. We're working with such limited resources here. Oh, good job. Okay. That's your cart. Yeah, that's yours.
Okay. You wanna put a
I
second
wanna-
down?
I want to test it all the way. I want to test it all the way through. Oh, it powered the. That's not what we want. Did you see that?
That powered it right through it.
So we need to stop it. This is kind of what I was wondering how we're going to pull this off, but so the first cart comes in. Did that work? Yeah, I think that worked, right?
Mhm.
Second cart comes in. Perfect. Yeah, let's keep this rail here so we know that that trigger is working. Okay, so that's good. Now, like you said, what's the next step here?
Is there a
Ooh.
better method to stop them than that?
Well, that's what I thought is using the activator or using the powered rail, but it powered the powered rail and it just kept them going. So there's a couple options. I mean, it's limitless. I mean, yeah, there's 100 other ways to do this.
Yeah, it's simply a sticky piston moving it up and down will work too.
Yep,
But then
yep.
again, you got to think about your limitations with redstone underneath it too.
Well, and then what's the point of the sticky piston do you know if a piston works with a block with a rail on it? Will it keep the rail on it? I don't know if that does or not. Do you?
I kind of thought it did. I in my head I thought that it would, but
Okay, there's a rail on that. If I power it and pull it back down, if there's a rail on it, there isn't. It's
no.
destroyed it. Do you have a powered rail? Or I do.
What do you think?
Let's start
Maybe
with
if
the powered
there's
rail.
maybe it's the height. Maybe you need to change the height up one.
No, I got a
See.
block in place there for the height. But that's pushing up and down. What if we pull it side to side? Because I saw Tango do this with powered rails in the thing. Can you move over to the side? Sorry. All right. I think I saw him do this, or he was having trouble with it. It wasn't working properly. So that works.
Okay.
Interesting, right? Interesting.
Really changing the scope quite a bit. Layout of this.
Definitely, yeah.
It's
Widens it.
messy.
Yeah. So what does that do though?
It's still you still got to power it and get the cart onto that block.
That's not
so.
No, that's still the same problem. Is this detector will power this rail and it will keep going. We don't want it to be a minecart. We want it to be this. But then when that goes away, we need it to be this. So I don't see what that's going to work. This process that we're trying to work toward. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Oh yeah.
So my other thought is this is their staging area. When they're done growing, shit. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, another option is we make it a toggle. Okay, you're gonna flip your shit when you see this. It's a little bit longer to set up, but let me work my magic here.
Do you mean to go make anything? Craft anything?
We might need something, but we'll see here. I'm not smart enough to know off the bat if we're gonna need something or not. So this detector rail, when this goes off, I changed the sticky out for a regular piston. When the detector rail goes off, it's going to push this redstone block next to it, right here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This block here is where we'll run our redstone off of to determine... Basically, we're making a toggleable state. Bear with me for a few more moments. Okay. Okay, so when they pass the spacing here is so tight. Let me just move this whole thing over a little. This 2 blocks here. Okay, do you see what's coming together here or no?
Yeah, I see what you're doing. I'm just trying. I don't know how to picture how it's gonna, move it. Oh.
And then we need...
You still don't have a block stopping it though.
Do you have a lot of rails on you?
Yeah.
Can you put just regular rails from here to there to the detector?
Here too?
Yeah. Alright, let's talk about it. Walk me through what's going to happen without actually doing it.
So if something goes on the detector, it's gonna power this redstone, less than 15 blocks to the sticky piston. It's not a sticky piston.
Yep.
I don't know why wouldn't it be a sticky piston? Okay, so
Walk through it.
it's gonna push this power block forward, which is gonna finish the powering of this line,
Mm-hmm.
which is gonna
Toggle it on. And then the villager will be sitting here. Watch.
Oh, so instead of stopping them here, they're down here.
So we
it's
just
gonna
turned it into a
force 'em-
toggleable state.
Yeah, they're stopped there at the end.
So now it's on always. And now, when we're done here, we can toggle it to do something different. We can,
Where's the toggle though?
well, we have to make that. This is one half of it, and now we make the other half.
Okay.
I did my half, you do your... I'm just kidding.
So does that kind of make the part underneath irrelevant?
Yeah. The part underneath is not going to work with...
Yeah.
That's the... Yeah. unfortunately. As simplistic as it was, it didn't allow us to do anything else that we wanted to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically it's going to look something more like this, with the redstone over here, and then we'll have another piston on the other side that pushes it back when they're grown up, which will be like, I'm thinking the only way to detect if they're grown up is if we put another.
Do them all at once.
No, I'm thinking it's to put another tripwire at head height. So right now they're like this low. When they grow up, they'll be this high, and that'll trigger the trigger, the tripwire, and then we can say, okay, that tripwire triggered. Now let's push the redstone back and the other way and toggle it back off.
Okay.
You see it? You see it in your head?
Yeah. So this
I think it's called
each
a T
rail
flip-flop. Yeah.
is gonna have its own redstone situated
Toggle,
beside
its
it.
own toggle. Yep.
Yeah. And
It
it's
doesn't
gonna
have to
the
be
two
next to it. We
pistons.
could run it below it. You could run it anywhere you want. It's just
So
a matter
why-
of digging it out.
Why not use one sticky piston versus two regular pistons?
Because if you do a sticky piston, it'll push it back right away. It'll pull it back right away.
Oh, it won't stay out.
Not unless this detector stays powered. But it's not going to stay powered because they're going to run through it.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So if we could use a sticky if we did, well, that's awkward. We could do a sticky if we did. That's powered detector. We could do a sticky. Nope. Yep, you got it. If they stayed there, then the sticky would stay there and everything would be fine. But since they're moving through it, the sticky would pull that back and that would detoggle. So yeah. Okay. So we just have to do this X amount of times, however many times we want. So
How are we one more thing before we go any further.
Okay.
How are we getting this redstone over the other rail that goes this way?
Because you're thinking very linearly. We have 3D space to work with. We can go up or down
Oh.
and all around. This redstone can crawl up and down steps and stairs.
They can go under it or it could go over it.
It can go through blocks, as we've demonstrated with the inverter. It can do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no limitations there, really. It's just right now the only
Okay.
limitation is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
its
yeah.
size.
I'm thinking 2D. Gotta think, yeah.
I mean, it's a big project. You know, this one area, which we didn't even have on our map, just became like super tedious.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's gonna be so cool. You know, it's gonna be very cool once it's functional.
No, it will be. So we can get rid of this and we'll affix this to this first one here.
Yeah, well, what we want to do is find the most modular and compact design possible to do this, and then repeat it. If we can get this whole thing to happen like underneath it in one chunk, we could keep the linearness of it, honestly, if we could figure that out. This is like a little brain teaser for us. Now, we're limited over here because we should probably move the whole thing over one, because this little tripwire hook over here might throw us off in the long run.
So could you not... I'm just kind of playing around, just ignore me. So you're coming up with your own way to do it.
Right now? No, I'm preventing running into other redstone. I was just mentioning that I don't want the tripwire hook to run into our redstone, so we got to move the whole thing over one.
Could you throw me that piston?
Yeah. Piston. There you go. The one piston to our name. So ridiculous.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. I'm hoping there's a way to do it by going down.
Rather than up, you mean?
Personally, yeah, but we'll see whatever works.
And yeah, I'm just kind of playing around.
I'm
here.
happy that you're playing. Yeah, I'm glad that it's holding your interest and not intimidating you too much.
Oh, God, they're like steps or stairs. Yeah, so I can't place it like that. Where'd it go? Did you pick up the piston?
I did. Looks like I did grab it. Sorry. It's behind you.
Oh. That does the same thing.
Do you have any white concrete on you?
Yes.
Can I have one? Thank you. Perfect. Oh, I could have moved. I'm dumb. Am I dumb? I'm dumb.
How come I can't get the sticky piston or this piston to be sideways?
It depends on the direction you're facing.
That's what I thought too.
So where are you trying to face it?
I want it to face how it was before. Well,
Toward the
trying
redstone
to-
block?
right.
It's sitting where you're right here on this block?
Yeah.
Okay, crouch down and go all the way to the back. And try to get on as far on this lip, as far close to me as you can on this lip. Nah, okay, you can't do it from that direction. You have to step off to the left or right maybe and try it. No, I mean like step over here and get this, get the corner of it from that direction. Yep, there you go.
Oh. So well, I know this way would work, but I know you don't like the aesthetics of it, so it'd be really bulky.
All right. Oh wow, that was that was confusing. Show me what's going on. How does this? What's happening here? This works? No.
Does not work. Oh, I got it
Um,
backwards.
Well, you got the whole. This redstone's not being powered right off the bat. This is too high. The thing that's powering it is on the floor here.
Has
So
to
that's
be
powering the
adjacent to it?
block next to it, but not the redstone next to it. Yeah, there you go. And now you've got a separate issue once you get up to that.
I need more redstone.
Once you get up to that. Oh my god, that piston. I am at a loss for words today. My mind is fried apparently.
So it can't go up the block
You
like
don't-
that.
Did you have redstone or no?
I got redstone. So this automatically, because you gotta.
It's
swing
gonna look
wide of
weird,
it.
but yeah, that should work. I think it might not, but it. Let's try.
You have the.
Yeah, so that doesn't work. So to activate a piston, you have to run directly into it, and because you have this guy and this guy right here, it's preventing it. So put that redstone back real quick, up at the top. And then what you could do is something like a little divider, like this. By putting a block there, it cuts the signal off between those two circuits.
And forces it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you'd have to make your loop bigger.
Yeah.
You need a bigger footprint. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
All right. Well, that was fun.
why? You only did half the circuit. You know, what about over here? And
I
what
know.
about-
I know. I don't want to get into it if we're
Well,
not.
what I'm saying is this modularization, like all this wiring could run on the other side of the track, and then all that can happen over here. You know, why do it here in the room when they have to be so close to each other?
Oh, why not hide it over here? You're saying?
Yeah. Run the wire, the one wide wire right here, and then put all the thick stuff over here, spread out as needed.
Okay.
Assuming we don't
Can
run
I,
into anything.
Can I play with something else real quick then?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, dude, for sure. I'm happy to. I'm happy to spitball stuff back and forth.
It's all very new to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, just be thankful that I'm here to help with like that piston thing. Like they have to be running into it. Like how stupid of a rule is that? How confusing is it? You know, I've run into that and spent hours like online. Like why isn't my diagram working? I don't understand.
Oh
So
shit, there's a giant cave down here. Wow, this sucks. We need gravel.
move over a little. Oops. How giant is it? Is it explore worthy?
Yeah, well, it
Actually,
kind
I
of,
think I know.
you're under,
I know that one. It leads over to the cows. That's the same one that the cows has a little hole over there. Okay, so we are a little limited to going under. It looks like that's a bit of a limitation we'll have to be mindful of.
fun stuff, though.
It's weird to play a game
Like,
and but it's like a game of Sudoku. It's not like a game anymore now. You know, like Minecraft is like a now it's like a brain puzzle, you know? Like we're thinking pretty critically
Yeah.
here, you know? It's not a mindless
was-
workout.
I was watching that podcast with Tango and Impulse.
I saw it today too. That's cool.
Did you watch it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was. Makes sense that he's so into Redstone
Yeah, with the programming
after watching
background.
it. Yeah.
I only saw part 1. I don't does part 2 come out yet?
I didn't actually finish it.
Okay.
I was procrastinating and started doing homework.
Okay. Yeah.
I had-
Okay. I thought
So
you
this
were,
is kind of what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's great. I mean, that's hidden redstone
does
for
that
sure.
that blocks this? That blocks.
Well, you
it,
don't want to
though.
block it. Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to think of a way to hide it more. You know what I mean?
Well, this
you
whole
could
thing,
put-
Smitty, think of the original design. Started underneath it.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that blocks it. Yeah, you just
that's the
start
best
on
way to do it, right?
Mhm. Watch your step.
We just need a way to get down here for now.
Oops. Yeah. Okay, so what I said about the tripwire, I avoided that problem by flipping the tripwire to the other side of the,
1 second. Tripwire. Say it again.
the problem with the tripwire, the reason I blocked that wall off, I had avoided by flipping it to the other side of the wall. So now we can go back to using this one line here if we want to start here instead. Yeah, so let's dig out some. I mean, yeah, this makes sense. It makes sense. So this is all the processing is going to be over here, the T flip-flops, and then all the transportation is going to be over here. And then when they're done, we can just push them on to their assigned jobs over in this direction.
So we still want to make this
Mhm.
footprint work.
Yep.
But we have enough. We have plenty of room to hide it. Basically, is what we're getting at.
I believe so, yeah.
Do we need that much room cut out over here for
That T
if
flip-flop,
this? Yeah, that
we
won't be
haven't
underneath
designed one
either.
yet, so we're not really sure how big it's going to be.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing.
Okay.
We're talking about. Okay, this signal goes. The
Let's go
signal
back.
comes around and goes back to this point right here. Right? that's
Right,
where-
right
that's-
now or ideally?
How we had it when you roughly had it above it here,
Yeah, that's
or
correct.
beside
then.
it?
That's correct, yeah.
and it just went around here.
Yep.
But I guess that's not too close. But that's not being done underneath this floor. That's being done over here.
It could be underneath, but they can't be right next to each other because I think it's going to be too big. But we have to design it to decide if it's going to be too big or not.
Okay.
So, but what you have wired right now is not going to work because the wire. Well, wait. Will that affect the direction or not? Let me power this and see. Oh, okay, that'll work. That'll be fine. That's great. Yeah, why don't you repeat that for the on each side? You know, every other one or whatever. Man, I just had leftover Little Caesars for lunch, and I already want more pizza based on your reviews of your pizza place.
Yeah, we'll have to try it. I don't know if there's one near you. I mean, the one by me is not that far away. You know.
Hmm.
Throw some on that activator, the first one, or the detector, please. Okay.
Okay. And then I got this other one on here too, ready to go. This is exciting. Okay, it's gonna be something. We have a plan, kind of. We have the first half of a plan.
Oh, hello.
Heyo. Okay, so I think we need to make sure that when we run the redstone up, it has to be right here. And, you know, I think
So you're saying it needs to be like that?
somehow we have to hit that wire. So we either have to come back and put the inverter on the block as we had it in the original design. So it would be like, I need a torch real quick.
I have one here.
I got it. I just pulled the last few out. So it would either need to be like, oops, like this in the end, so this start wouldn't work because it needs to end with this torch, or it would have to basically end into that rail. Oh, we just did a little glitchy glitch there. Or it would have to end into that rail like this, you know. So we could either go under from one side and wipe out your design you just made.
And go a little lower, basically. To
I mean,
go around, to go under it. Or
Actually, we couldn't do. I don't think. I think no matter what, your original design down there is going to have to move down to prevent it power.
from crossing.
Yeah, yeah. So why don't you try to pull them down a little earlier? Yeah, there you go. Well, you don't have to go down. Like you don't have to keep going down. Just enough so that the signals don't touch. I don't think we have to go any lower than what you're standing on. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. And this might even be able to go up one too if we really need to push them up. So I'll test that real quick. Yeah, perfect. So there should be plenty of space. Sorry, I mean,
No, it makes sense.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that backtracking as we go through this. Oops. So they can be on this level or they can be one below. So it's whatever we're gonna need. We'll adapt to that. I mean, it can be actually, yeah, on that level or below one. Yep, those are only options. Are they? Wait. I guess it depends on what you're talking about, the redstone or the block. But okay, great. So those are down. So those two are detecting. 1, 2. Okay, cool. Perfect. Now
We need to
for
make more pistons.
yeah, we're gonna need a set of, you know, we're gonna need 3 sets of whatever we make. Okay, I'm like procrastinating doing this because I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. T flip flop modular, pushing it, and then it'll push it up. Okay, so I think we can almost do. So we're gonna want the pit. Do you have a piston on you? Why don't we start with the first one here?
No, you have it.
I do. I must have put it away. Okay. Well, no matter what, we're gonna need 2 pistons a piece, right? There is a way to do it with sticky pistons, but the way I know of it would take a lot more a lot more resources. Okay, so when that gets powered, that gets pushed over. So this is the on state. So when it's on, interesting. I think. Hold on a second. Do these blocks work when they're directly below the track? This might have got really easy all of a sudden. If we put this... Oh my god. If we put this right here, does that trigger? Can you destroy that redstone block? Oh, let me get up there. This one over here that I just placed. Can you destroy that one real quick? Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, put it up. Put it on the ceiling in that same block.
I think that was right there.
Yeah. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted. Okay, that's the same thing with the redstone lamp in the dirt. Okay, I'm misremembering. Let's try one more. No, that wouldn't work either. Okay. Okay. I thought I would witnessed a miracle, but it left as soon as it came. Okay, so basically, yeah, return that power up right up above. We might be able to keep these one-way modular. Let me show you a little trick. Let's try to keep them single file. Let me grab something.
I was thinking about that, but I didn't know if it would.
Yeah, I think I have a trick that'll make it work. I haven't taught it to you yet. Just need to find a block to pull it off. Son of a bitch. These will work, I guess.
What are you watching, honey? Oh, I'm so sorry. Really?
Right.
Did you watch Andor, Derek?
Yeah.
You like it?
No. Too political. I don't know. Just too slow or something.
We watched 2 episodes and it was boring to me.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to do redstone stacking, I think. So where we used a cobblestone earlier to cut the signal off. The half slabs that you just picked up, hopefully, don't cut the signal off. So why don't you try putting one here on the bottom half, or bottom or top? Bottom or top? Must be the top.
You're saying because that will cut the signal?
No, we don't want to cut the signal though. That's the point here. So they have to go on top, otherwise redstone won't go on them. So why don't you put one on top right here, on that base block, but on the top half of it. Okay, and then do the same thing over here, like a ladder, like a cascading effect. Yep. So now we just move the redstone up that using redstone only. And then we can continue that process, or even use a regular block up here to carry it on. And oh my god, I think we just completed the first tier.
Oh, that's so cool.
No, that's too easy though. We didn't do the off state. We didn't do the off state. So that's the on state, but as soon as the rail moves, let me or you go ahead. Oh, nothing happened. Even the piston stayed on.
Why is it staying on?
I don't know. I think it's because
Oh, the piston's got to go back.
yeah, but why did it stay on? The piston should have turned off. Something else is powering it. Is it the redstone block? Oh, because this guy is powering through the redstone block to power the piston, I think. Let's try it with a regular piece of okay. Let me put
one
the rail
second,
back.
Derek.
Okay.
Hannah just texted me. You know, she said she was out of state. I left her by the garage under the pad to open the garage door.
Okay, that powers.
Can you call your parents real quick? I just told her thank you.
Doesn't power it down.
Sound good? I can't believe it happened that quick. That's some fucking shit. I know. That's it. Feel better? Just please call him. Thank you. Alright, I'm back.
Okay, I'm not
So
sure what was going on
this-
there, and I haven't figured it out. I'm not really sure.
Oh,
It had something to do with
okay.
this being a redstone block.
But we still didn't implement the other piston.
Right. Exactly. Yep. But
So we got to extend for that reason, right?
yeah. But I think we think we're on the right track here still.
I think we're close.
Now,
Damn it, we need
actually,
another,
can we bring this whole thing back a few?
like, closer to it?
Yeah. You know, that saved us a little bit of room.
Can you tell them to take a picture of it
Okay.
so I can
that
see if it's
turns
the
on,
take a picture of like the specs of the rod,
and powers it, which pushes this.
like the length and power of it. Connor will know what you mean.
Pushes that. Hmm.
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
And then.
Hear me? Hello, hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So we have to. Okay. It's getting a little dicey here. Let's talk about the other half of the switch over here, though. So the villagers sitting here, they grow up.
Mm-hmm.
One way to detect how they grow up. My original idea was a tripwire.
Yeah.
So if we have a tripwire requires at least 3 spots. 1, 2, and then boom, this wall. And then this one's going to require the same spot.
Why can't you just have a tripwire
It
across
can't be
all
the
of
same
them?
tripwire because if one goes up, then all 3 of them are going to fire. We don't want all 3 of them to fire to reverse the signal. Each one
No,
has
we
to
want
have
to
their
do
own
one at a time.
toggle. Yeah.
Can we just make it different lengths?
Yeah, so
One
that was going to be
terminates here.
exactly. Yep.
One-
And we only
okay.
need 2 different lengths to vary back and forth, right?
Right.
But actually, that's still not true, because your tripwire
Just say right there.
sits on the inside of these blocks, so you need at least 3
So we
blocks
need to
pull off the
widen these
tripwire.
by 1. 1 or 2. 2. We need to wire.
Yeah.
What's up? Yes. Wednesday's fine. I'll be there at 4:15. 2 blocks, right, Derek?
Yeah, I was just thinking if there's another way that maybe we're overcomplicating it somehow, but I guess I'll just speak what's on my mind real quick. We could T flip flop a. I'm sorry. I don't even know if that's the right term, but I shouldn't use that. We can do the same thing we're doing down there with the redstone block. We could do that here with an activator rail. Okay. Bear with me for a minute.
You're fine. I feel very helpless right now.
I want to describe it. I don't think I have the tools to describe it to you. I don't think I have the resources.
Do we need to go back both and just kind of make a bunch of stuff?
Let me just do you have any powered rails?
1.
Yeah, all right, that's all I need. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, go ahead and place it there. Okay. This is powered. It detects this. T flip-flop turns that on, right? And toggles on and stays on, ideally. Now, wait. Oh yeah, it came back. Is that what is that what I expected? Or does that ruin what I thought it was gonna do? Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking incorrectly. I wonder if I could. Alright, let me try something here. Oh man, that's gonna get messy. Alright, I'm gonna move the testing over to this other rail, just for space. We'll know pretty shortly here whether or not this is gonna work. My original idea is slightly flawed because of that power back issue, but if we put the piston, the one piston, on that, what happens if we push 2 of these is my question. They both move, but connect to each other.
What do you think a sticky piston would do there?
I don't know if that'll push it back or not. I'm trying to prevent them from connecting to each other right now.
Oh,
So, okay, jeez, this is getting pretty complicated. This isn't any smaller than the original idea though. So, I was just thinking that they come through, they grow up. This rail
at
is
their stop point.
yeah. So let's say like right now they're sitting here. Notice how this is a brake. That's a power.
Yeah.
So they ran through here, got powered and brake. Okay, and we put a powered rail. Did you pick that one up or?
Yeah.
Can you put it next to this piston? Oh. So we put a powered right here. So they're sitting here. As soon as they grow up and the thing hits their head, this piston gets activated, which is going to push this powered rail here, which will complete the redstone, and it'll
And they'll
be
move.
powered. But I want to push them forward. Like, okay, you're done. Move on. Put a detector rail up here that tells this to reset. But this isn't going to work because it's a dead end to stop them. So you'd also have to put a piston over. It's getting way too complicated. It would just not going to work. But I like that you can push rails, and that's something I didn't know you could do until I saw Tango do it. Even though he had trouble, this is working pretty well for us. See how that powered it? This is some pretty tricky redstone here. I like
This is.
the options here. It's just I don't know if it's going to work for this utility. I think we should go back to doing what we were doing.
I think yeah, make some headway there before we end for the night.
Ah,
And
shit. Wow. That really happened
well, I mean,
fast.
it's after 9.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I'm saying. I didn't realize it was already
I mean,
after
I'm not
9.
jumping offline right now, but I'm just saying I would feel very accomplished if we could get kind of this other side.
Okay. So we could push. Like we should just vary everything, right? Like why not push this detector
This one to that point. This one.
too? Should we?
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we not do that? Let's leave the detectors where they are for now.
But that's something we can vary
Yeah,
later
if we
for
need to.
sure.
Yeah. Do you have any rails? I'm out of. I guess we should go make some more rails. I don't know.
Yeah, we should make a few things. We're gonna need pistons eventually.
This whole
My
thing
inventory is messed up too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. This whole thing needs to move over one though. Let's just move it all over 2 so that we don't have to redo. We don't have to shift everything.
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to look at a bigger footprint just so to make it easier on ourselves.
What is that? I
Well,
don't know if that
like-
would make it easier.
Really?
You're talking about like putting them, like separating these
Well,
out wider?
I mean, I would hate to build this with a 2-block gap in the middle and find out we need 3.
Yeah, but that's why
Or
we're
one
only
versus
doing
2.
1 or 2 right now. Like we only have the one setup over here. We're not implementing them all at the same time.
Yeah. With just a couple at least to start.
But if we wouldn't have had these 2 and 3 set up, we would not have realized about the issue with the tripwire. You know, if we weren't doing multiple at the same time, we wouldn't have seen them colliding.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's kind of good that we're doing.
Alright, I gotta
a couple.
clean.
All
Can't
right.
go that way.
So we need to make more tripwire. Do you want to make more tripwire and rails, or do you want to try to fuss with this while I do that?
I'll go make stuff. It's fine.
All right, I got some gold over
I need
in this redstone chest, and you'll probably need this redstone stuff too.
Can I take the shulker? Do you want me to just take?
Well, let me take what's in here then. Let me take some of these rails.
I'll just take the gold. I need the
You can
redstone.
take that. That's fine.
That's all I need.
You can do it. Okay, so
Clean up my inventory real quick.
detector. Wow, yeah, this.
I got
yeah.
lapis again. Damn it. Oh, I got a shulker on me. Is it empty? I can just throw all my non-important stuff right there right now. Yes.
Yeah, this is rough, man. Oh man, mad respect to Tango for decked out. This is so much harder than it looks.
Yeah, we're gonna need more power rails. Okay, I gotta go back to the house.
Can you make a trigger too? The triggers too.
Yes.
Okay, trigger there. String here. Perfect. Boy, I hope that string trick works. What if that string trick doesn't work? Should we be doing more testing? What do we do if that string trick doesn't work? What other ways to detect that they're grown up? Are they, like,
That's a
would they
really
only
good- that's
be
a
one
really
block
good-
high in a minecart? I don't know.
How high are they in a minecart?
That's what I just asked. I'm not sure. Minecraft height
Oh, you're googling it.
mob
Should do it.
in minecart. Minecraft.
Mein Kampf. What? Suddenly Nazi. Nervous.
I
Nervous
don't know what to
laughter.
say about that. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, we also need regular rails, right? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I need iron, don't I? Do. Do you think we'll need any more of those detector rails?
I think I made too many. I don't think we'll need many more. No, I wouldn't make any right now. I don't know how to find this out, dude. I guess I'm gonna jump over to a testing world real quick. I'm gonna lose you though.
Yeah. So you also need tripwire, and you
Yeah.
need the, what do you call the things that they? Oh, you just need string and then the tripwire. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's it, right?
Yeah.
We're good on redstone.
As good as we
think we
can
have
be.
I think we have pretty much
Well,
all
we
the
could make
redstone
maybe
down
some more
there.
pistons actually.
More pistons?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Okay, I'll be here.
All right, I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Okay.
Load. %. Okay, I need to make a tripwire hook. Put the kid in the minecart. It's Monday. Okay, villager. Oh, how do you do a... Okay. Minecart. Tripwire. String. Rail. Powered rail, and then redstone torch. Then and a minecart already have. Get in, baby. Okay, he's in there. Okay, I think that's working. He's under the minecart. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. I think that worked. Excuse me. Oh man. Can you hear me?
Should have made more. Okay, in the bottom of this chest, the bottom row, there's all stuff for you.
Okay, thanks. I'm stuck in my settings.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Uh. Oh. Hello. Hello?
You're breaking up.
Hmm. Dang it. How can I delay this? Hold on. Damn. Is that better? Slightly? No?
Sounds the same.
Dang it. I play with replay mod on, and then when I left, it's trying to save it, and because of that, it's lagging like crazy. It's at 35% through the save, so it's just gonna be like that for a few minutes, I guess. Is the server okay?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, bear with me. All right, you want to trigger up this first guy?
Trigger. Put the. You're talking about building the structure that these are on.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking put one on the wall. One trigger on the wall, so you don't need a block there. And then one on the other side. That was right. Yep. Right?
Yeah.
And then same thing over here. It's just they're so wide now. Like we just lost all that space saving, so maybe we will build between them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so bad.
It's okay. I just need a second to process what you're saying.
Yeah, I kind of have the same effect coming out of your mouth too, so I'm trying to talk slower so you catch all my words.
Did you hear
Yeah.
me say you got stuff down here in the bottom for you?
Yeah, I did hear that. Okay. Does this make sense to you? Right?
Yes.
That's
And but once they grow tall enough to hit that
Oh
sensor,
shit, I hit the wrong one.
has
Fuck. What? What about it?
once they're trigger that sensor, what happens after that?
Now we have to wire these triggers up to the other side of the flip-flop down below. Yeah. Good question.
And it's gonna shoot them
Ooh.
where?
That got a lot smoother.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it's at 40%, but I don't know. It's gonna shoot them back, maybe forward. I don't know, somewhere. We have to figure that out too, don't we?
Well, maybe at that point they can come back this way
I
and
don't
then
know
go to the
about
other
that.
room.
No, because then
No?
if someone else is coming through, wow, I didn't really think that one through, did we? Fudge. They grow up, and
She used 2 sticky pistons to lower this down. Oh, we can't because of the rail.
yeah. We need like a way to stop them in the track, but then continue on the same track without freaking. Ugh, how are we gonna do that? Stops them there.
Can't you? Ooh, what just happened? That's not what I meant to do.
Piston here. Dang it! What the heck? Whoa. Oh,
Nope.
I have an idea if yours doesn't work out.
Nope.
Yeah, really back that butt up.
Obviously, it would go the other way, I guess, but and it moves it out of the way.
But you can't place the track there. Well, we could push that and a track, right? And then push that and a track back. But that's kind of what I was saying a few minutes ago.
Yeah, but if you have, okay, so if you have a situation like that, and you,
That's not gonna work.
I need a.
Wh-
When it goes back,
Oh.
when it
Goes
goes back, I don't
Just
know.
destroy it. Destroy the. Oh, is that a sticky piston or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, just take the torch out. No.
Oh shit.
Put the no. It's gonna re-extend when as soon as you place it. Okay, there you go. I mean, yeah, that went back. Yeah.
It's kind of getting to what I'm saying. It's bulky.
Yeah, I mean, you could go down. No, I mean, can they get through this? Can you push a cart through that?
Well, it would have to be
Up
It'd have
instead
to
of
be-
down.
yeah, it'd have to
Ideally,
be
but-
like
But we can't go up instead of down, so we gotta go down first. We should have asked. You should have tried to push a cart before you destroyed all that stuff, though.
I'm about to put it back. Son of a bitch.
Why are you destroying it? You gotta put the thing down to see if a cart's gonna go through it. What are you doing?
Where's my
Oh,
damn?
you're. I see. So I see. I see. Yeah.
So it's
I feel dumb now.
defaulted on.
Yeah, that's good.
So now, oh, cart, come back. Where's my second cart? Okay, go ahead and destroy that.
What? We know it's gonna go downhill a rail. We know this works, dude.
Just being thorough. Bam.
Ah,
Big,
so
large profile. Like that's another. I mean, does it not satisfy stopping them, and also blocking the track? I know
yeah.
you're trying to think of a clear way, a more precise way to do it, but
Now we're talking. Modular, tiny.
what do we need to like? Isn't there a way to stick two of them together? Like if you use honey or something weird, or like I don't know, slime.
Yeah, that's really advanced redstone. Yeah. All right. Go through the head thing, the trigger. Does that work if you go through? So we gotta invert that signal.
God, where's my third card?
We're so bad. We're so bad at this game.
Been playing since beta. All right.
Okay, so head thing goes up, triggers that, so that needs to be inverted. So that's a bummer, but not impossible.
And that's enough space for them to go through when they're an adult?
It would hurt them. Transparent glass instead?
Yeah, you could use glass, right?
Damn it. Does glass act as a stopper, though? I don't know. Not as a stopper, but does it act as a power? Well, I guess all we need it to be is a stopper, so that's fine. Doesn't matter what the answer to my question is. Am I that full? This place is a disaster. Okay. Yeah, that's good job. So then, what? So we drop them.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Let's say we drop them all to that level. We can turn them all left, and they all rejoin on the same track, and then we bring them up a set of stairs to the chamber.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We could bring them all up individually, but I think we should just try to keep them all on the same track as much as possible. So yada yada goes down, it turns back around. While it's turning around, it goes up these stairs, and then yeah, it comes back to. Actually, this whole thing is off by 1 because I was playing with it earlier. Got some cards back there, so we want to come through here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Smitty, you saved the day. Clutch.
Woohoo!
So
Not worthless.
we just need to invert that signal, which is going to be a little tricky. We are dealing with some tight corners here. But I think what we were going to want to do here is move everything over 1 more. Because we're probably going to want to pull off... Well, we can pull off the side of every one of these switches, I guess, maybe. How are we going to... We need to invert the signal before it gets to the... piston. So... Let's see. What exactly gets powered by that? That doesn't. Okay, so the triggers get powered by the triggering the thing here. Yeah, I think we gotta move it over. Or we gotta move something over. We need to make more room. Because I can't invert the signal. I mean, I can't invert the signal up top here without more room. But is it cheaper to just do it on the ground like the way you had it? I mean, cheaper in terms of real estate? How did you have it? You had it here.
I had a... Yeah.
Which I
Well,
thought
back
might trigger.
back one.
Back. Oh yeah, it has to go the other side of it. Yeah. And therein lies the issue, though, right? Moving it back 1 gets in the way of the other cart. I think.
I'll get it someday.
I think. Did that not power before automatically? Right next to it? Interesting. So putting a redstone here. No, you can't put. Can you put a redstone on top? I think it's going to get destroyed as soon as it activates. Yeah.
Yep.
But if we go
We're going to
underneath.
use glass too, right? Still?
No, I don't think we have to now. No. All right, go through that one. See if that works. Holy shit. Wait, is that not inverted though? It needs to be the other way. It's the same thing. We need inverted the signal. Damn it. Oh. Why God? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it needs to default out.
Yeah.
And then once they're tall enough, then it...
Yeah.
So you're saying to invert it, you need a bigger profile.
Well, we need to go in one direction. You know, right now we're kind of blocked in all directions because we're blocked by this side with these triggers, and then these ones are going to be blocked by these one. You know, we're falling on top of each other. So I got to pull my shulker box back out here.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you got an idea?
okay.
I mean, it's no big deal to make more room. It's just my whole goal was to make it a little more modular, and it's tough to struggling to get to that.
So refresh my memory with the inverting it. What am I trying to do here? Or what do we?
We need to make the block state on when it's off. Like its default needs to be on. Right now it's defaulted off. We need to make it extended. Extended meaning on all the time. And then when this is triggered, we need to turn it off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how you do that.
I'm about to do it. I think if this is going to line up okay on the thing I was building up above here. We're going from above again. Do I need to come down one though first? Yeah, I think so. My inventory is just... yeah, we gotta go down even further. Okay. So now, if you can connect that or that redstone up there to this guy in some way. I don't know if coming back the same direction is going to work. I think you might have to build across. Because there's redstone below that it's going to trip it on. I'm saying you got to come over here. It was supposed to be the, it was supposed to be one higher, sorry. This feels, am I doing the same thing that I just did? No, I think that's right. Okay. Ooh, whoa. Pushed all the blocks down one into the water cave. Alright, I put that redstone back in place. And that should do it. Okay, so I'm a little wee boy. It's defaulted. I'm sitting here waiting. And then when I grow up,
Throw a cart there and then
bingo
get in the cart.
bingo.
Yeah, yeah.
But the cart doesn't
So-
get pushed. The cart doesn't move. So what we really need is that to be on a downhill, which
Yeah, just
complicates
straight it.
things. Does that complicate things? I don't know. Will this? I think they'll sit there. Yeah, I think that'll work. Why don't you get a minecart and find out?
So,
I think you have to mount, like, you actually get in the minecart. Or you know what? Okay, you move forward in the minecart. I took the string out. And it should hold you there. Okay, now I'm going to put the string in place, and let's see if it pushes you through. It didn't fire. You're too low because of that diagonal that I just made. So,
lower the trip.
yeah, I think... Oh, that throws off all the redstone that we just did, though. But other than... Sorry. Other than that, they won't move at all when that block changes, you know? Right? Wait. Yeah, we need to make a move, and the only way to do that is with gravity, so... We gotta redo this this fucking redstone already. Oops. Wrong button. I think you have the other hook. Oh man, okay. And then this can change from a red powered rail to a regular rail for now. And then we can power it when it's on the flat surface. Doesn't really matter, but... Okay. So... But they're going to trigger as soon as they hit that. Fudge. Dude, what the hell? One's too high, one's too low. Drop them earlier. But then they're not hitting this block. Oh my god, what are we even doing? Right?
They're just gonna go under it then.
Yeah,
'cause
that's what I'm
they're gonna be
saying. What are we doing wrong? Besides inventory.
What was... That was the original... No, the original had this lowering right over top of the slant.
The issue is, how do you get them started once we lift that block up? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is so close, except that trigger is just a hair too high, I think. So the only other option I can think of is to make it timed, like a manually timed. Like it's like we know they're always gonna sit here for 5 minutes, and just don't even wait for don't use the tripwire at all. But I just feel like this is supposed to work. We're so close. I don't know how to fix it though. Don't know how to correct it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, let's get back in the minecart. Let's see here. Do you have a minecart to throw down there? Or here's one. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm sitting here and it's not triggering it. And we're too high, so... I don't know. Maybe we'll just sleep on it.
Yeah, probably.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It seemed so easy when I brought up the idea, the toggle, and now we're just having
Yeah, but it's okay. I
technical
mean,
issues.
I feel like I've learned a bunch.
I feel like there's
I'm
a
not
piece
so
of
s-
redstone
I'm
I'm
not so s-
forgetting about.
I'm not so scared of it now.
That's good. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just pick it back up another time.
Hmm. Alrighty.
I'm gonna go find some food. Good job. Good learning. And I don't
Yeah,
know
a
if I
few
think of
days we
anything, I'll
can-
let you know. Like that. Oh, why don't we just do this? You know. But like all of this should like I would have thought in my head would have worked. It's just the technicalities of they're this high when they should be this tall. You know, on the slant. Like you don't really know the Minecraft height or the minecart height until you really put it to practice. I would say. Like if this was a skeleton farm or something, the skeleton would hit that because he's taller. But as it stands, this is not functional for some reason. It's so close though. I wish you could change the height of the. Can you? No. I wish you could change the height of this stuff.
Wish you could put it on a half slab.
Right? It'll probably come down to just having to just time it out. So like they sit there for 5 minutes and then we have a timer and then after 5 minutes it just sends them on their way.
It would just start the timer once they hit something.
Exactly. This first displacer thing. Start the timer, sit here for 5 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, do the same thing that this tripwire would do. Open that up and send them on, and then also toggle this back to the default state to accept another entry. So I mean that's a fallback. You know, if nothing else, that'll work for sure because it's not really it doesn't rely on them. And then we could probably Google the time it takes or study the time it takes for them to grow up and use that. Yeah, because that's kind of a cool redstone thing Etho invented. It's called an Etho hopper clock. So that'd be kind of cool to teach you, to show you how it works anyway.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me know if you want to get on again. I got Thursday. What's Thursday? Something on Thursday.
Yeah, the next few days are tough for me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe
maybe
Friday or Saturday.
yeah, maybe I'll talk to you on the weekend or something.
Alrighty. You have a good night, man.
You too. Thanks for playing. See ya.
Yep. Have a good night. Bye.